Hey everyone, Annie back again, and we are currently hanging out in Central Shroud. So this is basically, you know, the Black Shroud Forest, currently ruled by Gridania. And we'll talk a little bit about the history of Gridania and some of the more interesting parts of that as we bump into some of these quests here. So Gridania, and I know this is like not the actual like area that I'm in, like Central, but Gridania itself has an actually really interesting history behind it. So what happens is, I'm sure you all know, we're currently in what is called the 7th Umbral Era. The way that time is set up in Eorzea is it's based upon astral and umbral eras. And astral eras are like eras of growth and awesome stuff happening. And then usually there's a calamity. And then after the calamity, we have what is the umbral era, where basically the world is plunged into chaos and we're trying to fix everything. So the last calamity was Dalamud falling the moon. And now we're in the 7th, but previous to that, the 6th Umbral Calamity was basically a great flood. And when the great flood happened, there were, well, there still are, there are elementals in the 12's Wood in this area. They basically own the 12's Wood. And they took charge of the forest at that point, and they were like, we don't want any spoken races here anymore. You guys teared up our forest, we don't trust you, you're out, right? So that happened, and basically everyone had to leave the forest. Let's take a look at our quest here. An Ulden merchant by the name of Kukavachi seeks an adventurer to make some inquiries on his behalf. Not a material girl, we are living. Alright, you there, adventurer. Yes, you will suffice. I'm glad I will suffice. I have a job I need performed, and I'm willing to pay the going rate. What's the going rate? A trifling task, really. I simply need you to ask the locals here at Bet Branch Meadows what the head wrangler covets most in all the world. This is a private matter, lest ye doubt, so be sure to inquire discreetly. And please, for the love of Null, do not reveal that you are in my employ. In fact, it would be best if my name wasn't mentioned at all. Well, that sounds weird. Also interesting that he called upon the god of Nald. Nald is one of the twin gods of Naldal. Maybe one day I'll make a video about the creation and all that stuff. I actually thought about doing that kind of thing on TikTok, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Anyway, so the Ixo Beast tribe, they were living in the 12's Wood, and the elementals were like, you guys are still okay, but all the speaking tribes, get on out of here. And you know, they retreated. They ended up living in this like network of caves beneath the Black Shroud, and they basically, you know, they formed a society down there in the caves called Gomorrah, right? You know, they were living comfortably, but a lot of them, you know, they were from the forest, right? So you're in the forest and you're not used to just living in caves, and that would be terrible for you. Let's see what Aethelthryth has to say. What does Keitha covet most? Why, would you wish to know some? Wait a minute. That Ulden merchant put you up to this, didn't he? What in the world is going on here, I wonder? So weird. He's wasting his time with that approach. If the man is serious about owning... Oh, I see. Owning a chocobo. He would be better served by convincing Keitha of his intent to provide the bird with proper care and attention. So one of those situations where it's like, hey, if you could take care of it, you could have one. And as usual, people with a lot of money think throwing some money at it would solve the problem. I don't know why I'm not mounted up. Hold on. I think we're gonna use this mount today. It's cute. Kind of like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, you know, forest fires and whatnot, but Leo Dare. Keitha, the only thing Keitha wants is for her birds to be happy. If she cares for anything besides the well-being of the chocobos, I have not heard of it. Well, yeah, I mean, like, it's like being a veterinarian, right? If that's your life. Alright, let's talk to Bernard. Okay, so all the names in this game are so weird. And then it's like, Bernard. What's that about Miss Keitha? Doing the peddler's dirty work, are you? If that half-wit thinks some shiny trinket will move her heart, then he is dafter than he looks. Any fool can see Miss Keitha is only interested in her birds. Tell to Kukakawachi from me that if he persists in harassing the head wrangler, the wood whalers will remove him from Bent Branch Meadows for disturbing the peace. Got that? Yeah, okay, I get it. So you think you're gonna buy her over when you could just, you know, take care of your chocobo? Which, I mean, yeah, that's important, right? Alright, Kukavachi. Well, do you plan to keep me in suspense? I must have a chocobo for my very... What's this? They told you nothing of her material desires? Ugh, the stubbornness of these Gridanians is infuriating. I should have known better than to hire a buffoon for such delicate work. To think the amount of gil I have wasted on this fruitless venture. I will cease your mewling. I promise you a reward, and a reward you shall have. Now leave me to my misfortune. Alright, first of all, you can chill out, because it's not my fault that you're not listening to the things that people are saying. Anyway, basically, going back to the, you know, the story of the 12-wood here, at some point, a conjurer was able to successfully communicate with the elementals and kind of like put forth a case for coming back to the forest. They were like, we'll take care of the forest, you know. And after some discussion, the elementals were like, okay, so if you meet these certain conditions, we will allow you to rebuild in the forest. Extending fences. Luculot at Bent Branch Meadow wishes you to procure fence building materials from Diremites. Greetings, madam. You have the distinct air of an adventurer. Might I trouble you for some assistance? In recent days, a heartless cad has been sneaking into the ranch to scare our chocobos. The poor birds are in a state of constant unease, wondering when the next fright will come. It is my hope that extending the fence will help to keep the intruder out. To that end, could I ask you to procure some strands of Diremite web? They make for a surprisingly sturdy construction material. You should be able to obtain the web from the Diremites themselves. They are usually to be found roaming the lands around the ranch. 6 strands should be sufficient. Alright, getting some strands. Anyway, we're gonna help build the fence. That's mean. Why would somebody just come in and mess with the chocobos? What do you think? What did you come to me for? I just like to read the things that the NPCs say to each other sometimes. Don't worry about me. Anyway, basically, they allowed the Hire and the Ellison to return to the forest. Some folks disagreed. They wanted to stay in Gomorrah, in the caves, and they did for a long time, but kind of without all the people they had, their society sort of went downhill, I guess you could say, and they basically became the Duskrite tribe. And the Conjurer, the first Conjurer to talk to the elementals and allow for us to be back in the city, or in the forest, they eventually had a son, and that son possessed the special horns that you see in the leader of the Conjurers Guild right now. The elementals claimed the boy of Hajal, one who received their blessing, and would serve as their representative in the city-state of Gridania. So essentially, it's like a title that gets passed down from multiple boys who are born with like the horns and the ability to talk and communicate with the elementals to keep the peace between them and the speaking races. Which is why we now have Gridania and all of these beautiful areas like Branch Meadows. Okay, something about saying it though just reminds me of Bent Neck Lady from Haunting of Hill House, which is weird. Anyway, let's get us some dynamite webs, and then we'll go look at some of the cooler stuff that's around in this area. So I have been considering, like I was saying earlier, some TikTok videos. You know, I'm not sure how keen I am and showing my face, but I've been delving a lot into the lore and all of the encyclopedias and weird information that is found out there. And, you know, a lot of it would lend itself really well to like some short little snippet videos, so that's a possibility. Okay, so before we go back, let's go ahead and take a look at some of our cool areas of the map. So a couple of these areas you may remember from the MSQ. For example, where we're going now, this is the Lifemend Stump. So let's go take a look. So this area is basically, we have this big old tree stump here with some ancient carvings on it. You can see here some stones. Basically what this is used for is a lot of Gridanians will come here and leave items that are broken, and essentially the Mughals will come and fix them for them. You know, they just leave them here and they come back and they're fixed. Pretty neat. All right. And then of course you might remember that from the MSQ where you went, and I think, was it the first time you met Pokemon? Maybe it was the first time, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done the MSQ, but I'm gonna start doing it this week for my stream, so that should be neat. All right, let's go give this dude his Webby Webs so we can make a fence. Yeah. All right. Hello, Luck-a-lot. Luck-a-lot, like Lancelot, but with luck. I don't know. Ah, you have returned. Tell me, were you able to procure the dynamite web I requested? Indeed, good sir. Yes, these will do nicely. These are perfect for binding posts together. I hope he's not binding anything else together. Just saying. Were I still in Ishgard, I would never have entertained the notion of using such bizarre material in this manner. Oh, did I mention I was from Ishgard? Aye, well, Gridania is, in actual fact, my second home. My native land was once famous for chocobo stables. No man in Eorzea could speak of the creatures without his thoughts turning naturally to Ishgard. Sadly, however, that time has passed. I left my homeland to accept employment here at the ranch, instructing others in the methods of chocobo husbandry. Yet I have found that it is often I who am the recipient of others' instructions, and on a great many matters. Truly, one can never know what life may hold in store. That's actually neat. I did not know that Ishgard used to be famous for their chocobos, so you learn something new every day. And I am learning that more and more in this game, let me tell you what. So we're gonna go up here. And there's a couple of things we can see over to the side here, but let's pick a quest first. Alright, Marlin, what can I do you for? Splitting shells. Marlin, a serpent at the Bannock, is seeking a volunteer to gather materials used in the training of recruits. Ho there, adventurer. If it is work you seek, then look no further. Instructor Mari Stell needs a volunteer to bring him some bog yarzans shells for the recruits to practice on. You'll find yarzans in the river south of here. Once you've pried the carapaces from 4 of the creatures, take them to the instructor. Alright, great. So we'll have to go, oh, they're way down there. Okay, that's cool, because we have stuff to look at over here. Alright, ooh, the Gabu mount. He is so cute. Ow. So, my bar is way up here because I had to swap computers for the streaming. My other computer wasn't good enough and I haven't set everything up yet. So let's see. Gilberts Spire. So let's see if we can find Gilberts Spire. I think it's this way a little bit. Right here. Right? Here is Gilberts Spire. It was named after Gilbert Trueshot, who was the first archer of Gridania to carry the coveted God's Bow title. So he was like a hero archer. So they named this little area after him. And we'll go down here and check out what is going on down here. Nope, I want to get off the mount. Why can't I get off the mount? Uh-oh. I hope my interwebs is okay. Or maybe I just can't like land right here. Oh, I see. It's probably like, no, you don't belong up here. Alright, got it, got it. I'm killing the wrong thing already. You see what happens? I get mildly distracted and I never found my way again. Wait, no, that was the right thing? Oh. Well, more to the point, I tend to be a mess. We need 4 bog Yarzen shells. One more, one more. Alright. Think that should be it? Yep, it sure is. So we'll come back up here. There's a couple of other places in the area. Naked Rock, for example. Couldn't find a ton of information about that, but it does feature in one of the Lancer storylines, where you have to go like prove your courage by killing the monster that's over there. Have you come to train? No. I came to give you the shells you asked me for like 2 seconds ago. Not a new recruit. Then what? Oh, the Argent shells I ordered Marl into requisition. I see he has learned to delegate authority if nothing else. Oh, this is a different person. Whoops. Now that I have these carapaces, I can set my recruits some specialized drills. They are already adept at hitting a target, of course, but they need practical knowledge of exactly where a monster like the Argent is most vulnerable. Thanks to your efforts, I have no doubt they will fare better against the creatures when called upon. Should you be proud of yourself? You should be proud of yourself. Both they and the Bannock are safer for your help. Alright, great. I made the Bannock safer. Oh yeah, because this was the guy that I took that quest from. Ooh, because their names are close. You almost got me there. Sub Kamazan, a soldier at the Bannock wants you to track down some initiates that failed to appear for training. Ah, perfect timing. I was just looking for likely last to track down some Twin Adder initiates. 3 of our newest recruits have failed to report for training. Exhausted from a month of solid drills, I expect. Considering their current physical state, I rather doubt they've wandered far. Oh gods, please don't mention wild beasts or blood. They're fine, I'm certain of it. Seek out my wayward troops and tell them to report back to me on the double. Alright, we're gonna report back on the double, guys. Oh, there's one like right here. Hey, slumbering bro. Just a few moments, mother. Okay, no. Huh? Sergeant Kamazan. Oh, F droppings. I must be late for training. A little bit, bro. Alright, let's see if we can find the other dudes. Where are you? Sleeping trainees that are supposedly close by. Aha! Meditating initiate. Can you not see I am attempting to become one with nature? Leave me be, good madam. What? Sergeant Kamazan sent you? Matron's teats! I had better get back before she makes a boot one with my backside. Alright, and we got one more dude to find here. Let's see. That guy has... just weird, just chilling there. Come on, where are you? And oh, ha, here we are. Daydreaming initiate. Such a soothing sound. One day I shall build a home by the river. Who are you? Say the sergeant's looking for me. How long have I been here? Oh, what bell is it now? Stand aside, I must make haste. Yeah, you better make haste. Not waste. Alright, we did it. Thank you, Enigme. All the initiates are now present and accounted for. It is always the same, you know. A handful of recruits invariably lose focus a short while after being assigned to their new unit. That first rush of tension and excitement wears off, and the strain from constant drills begins to show. Reprimanding them isn't always the best solution, though. They're morale to think about, after all. Still, I might give them a quick blast for good measure. What can I say? This is one battle I'm not afraid to fight. Yeah, you tell them what's up. Alright, so let's go take a look at the other places that we have here before we end the video today. So over here you'll see Gabriels Bower, which does have Gabino, who is angry about trees. You can come in here and take a look. Yep. So he is growing like a bunch of trees out here and gets mad when the bugs mess with his trees. True story. We also have down here another fixture from the MSQ, the Spirit Hold. Let's see if we can find it. So, ooh, I actually need to kill these guys for my class thingy. Oh, my target level is too high. Oops. Alright, let's take a look here. So the Spirit Hold, basically it's a crypt or a tomb of some sort. And there is a point in the MSQ where you'll have you'll have to come here and save this group of people that said that they were attacked by some kind of shadow inside of the tomb here. For a while, the Gridanians have been using the Spirit Hold actually also to hold criminals prisoner, people who commit acts against the actual forest itself, because of course they have to keep their word to the elementals and taking care of the forest and all that other stuff. So in the MSQ, when you come here, you save these folks, and you kind of tell the main dude, and he's like, we'll investigate it, because this masked guy shows up and you're fighting him. And then when you go back and talk to the chick at the Adventurers Guild, Mion, she's like, ooh, you should not tell anybody else about this. Which is, you know, a little weird. But it does, the quest line in here does open up the guild levies and guild accommodations and stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. If you want to, let's see. So we can see more of the crypt itself. Some stuff going on over here. Can't go in there. Alright, well let's get back then to the house as usual. I have not added anything since getting the couch last week, and I haven't really done the decorating. I still haven't had any comments, so please guys feel free to comment, let me know what you think I should do. I am currently trying to get a hold of the Fall of the Divine statue. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I'd like to put that, and I'd also like a demon wall, but I'm kind of having to farm for the mats and stuff. So anyway, probably next week I'll have at least the stage set up. If you guys want to put in the comments which one you think would work best, depending on the functionality, let me know. I'll take a look at it. Any rate, I am off for today, guys. You guys have a great adventure.